Alex Jones, get Discord.
Received the strike, banned me, which is Instagram and Facebook. They banned me. I filmed a YouTube video to reply to the ban while I still had my YouTube account because they're pretending they're fair and that it all doesn't happen in sync. They allowed my YouTube account to survive for 4 more days, and then they banned my YouTube account. So the strike was given to me on purpose to make sure that I couldn't post my reply video directly after the first ban. And for them 4 days, and then they banned my YouTube account. So the strike was given to me on purpose to make sure that I couldn't post my reply video directly after the first ban, and for them to pretend that there was some kind of degree of separation between the large matrix attack.
They do it right.
I've been banned on basically every single platform, from Airbnb to Uber through to social media platforms, payment processors, absolutely everything. And you're completely right. I teach people and inspire people to think for themselves, and that makes you the enemy of the establishment because you are not allowed to think. You're only allowed to comply.
Let's walk through that, because before we started this interview today, you said the most important point is once they silence you, then they can tell whatever lies about you. You're not just put in the phantom zone. Now they can misrepresent who you are.
Absolutely, and that's the number one intention, right? Because when these large companies decide to ban somebody, they also monitor in real time public perception, social media comments and posts, and how people feel about their decision. So to make sure they don't look tyrannical, after they ban you, they use the media machine to lie about you and paint a narrative that you're the worst person in the world, to try and convince the populace that your ban was actually a good thing, so they can get away with their actions unscathed. The lies are a very, very important part of their plan. They're always pre-orchestrated, and they come in hard and fast and heavy across every single mainstream media outlet in real time. As soon as you've been banned, you can no longer defend yourself. You are defenseless.
And what you just said is so incredibly critical, and that's why they're scared of you. When they began their...
See how like those biggest...
...that he met that Sunday night with the heads of the big 6 tech companies.
Apple's CEO, Tim Cook.
That's how important this is.
We think that what the user wants is someone that does review these, someone that does review the podcast, someone that on like Apple News.
You guys know that he's the CEO of Apple, right? And also he's
where a human is selecting the top stories.
But at what point were you like, okay, that's it, Alex Jones has to go?
I don't want to get into a singular kind of event, but I think there's enough there that reasonable people could agree that if you're going to curate, that should be all.
And it wasn't just about Alex Jones, it was about setting this precedent and how they first decided to have YouTube shut me down. First was the strike, so he couldn't respond. It's all very strategic. This is admitted, by the way. Cook's given interviews to Vice and you name it.
In terms of power, I've never felt like I had any power.
Then Facebook, Instagram, all of the major sites.
These guys work together. All of these big companies. They work for some people.
Just did it with COVID. They convinced people that something was happening that literally wasn't even happening in real time. And the reason they managed to get away with it for so long is because every time you spoke up and told the truth and talked about what you see with your own eyes and hear with your own ears, you're silenced. They need to control the world.
They call it misinformation, chat.
Yeah. They will delete community strikes, everything. Even I had problems. God damn.
So you can't talk about this. Certain things they can't talk about anymore. But I always say, man, if they censor it, finish the sentence. If they censor it, it's what?
World and control how people think. And we are a threat to that.
And that's how the gaslighting works. Let's expand on that for people that don't know what it's like to be unpersoned. And this is a forte, or this is a first look at what's going to happen under the global social credit score they've set up. They came after your banking, your credit cards, your processing. Describe for people, not as a victim, as you said, but as a warrior at the front of the fight, how the enemy's going to attack, so people behind us in the fight know what's coming.
Yeah, first thing that...
Yeah, after the ban, guess what? They're gonna target your credit cards. That's why it's already here. And if you take a look, you won't see when any video was uploaded. And you think this is good? You think this is good? They are hiding things. You can only see the comments. Top comments, more recent comments. Not the oldest comments. You know, that's not good. Shout out to Snicker.
They want to do is they want to hurt your money. So they destroy your processing, your banking, anything that involves money. They're going to start being put under review or deleted and disabled in real time. Shortly after, you're right, the social media platforms ban you. First one bans you. The other ones usually wait a day or two, but they put in a strike so you cannot reply and use the platform. They put in
Right now, I'm not.
a day or two gap to try and pretend that they're not all doing it in succinct. And after that, it comes in hard and fast. From Airbnb to Uber to Discord to Gmail accounts to absolutely anything and everything. They just start annihilating in real time, wiping them off the face of the planet. And you have no recourse. While they are doing this, they ensure that their media machine is telling it the biggest lies and gaslighting the public into believing you're genuinely dangerous and deserve what's happening to you. This is a big part of it. They need the populace to believe that you deserve this treatment. So they elaborate, they exaggerate, they choose small portions of things you said, they take things out of context, and they attack you absolutely so that people at home sit and go, wow, this bad person should be deleted for my safety.
And he got banned for the same reason Jordan Peterson got banned from Twitter, saying things about these guys.
If you want to chop your dick off, I have nothing against that. I'm not anti-gay.
Andrew Tate.
If you want to chop your dick off, I have nothing against that. I'm not anti-gay. I'm not anti-transgender. I'm not anti any of these things. What I am anti is propagating your worldview on other people's children. If you're gay and you can't have kids, why do you now believe it's your right to go to other people's kids and tell them how to think? If you've decided that the type of sex
Literally how he makes a
will
living.
prevent you from
What?
Shut up! For this. And this is his daughter. These guys are saying the truth, and because this, they just banned them. No, so many people say bad things about transgenders, but they don't ban them. So why do they ban these people?